I'm having technical difficulties. Salam and good day in any regards. Giving you all a chance to get in here. If I can't get action, I suppose I'll come back another day. I wanted to explain you guys the levels of consciousness. When I say consciousness, I'm speaking of awareness. Peace and wisdom, Shadow. Let me know if I'm clear over this music. Like I said, I want to explain the levels of consciousness. Conscious awareness. Awareness is consciousness. And so I want to explain the different levels. Of course, at the height of the top, at the top of these levels of consciousness, you have the all consciousness, or God. And at the bottom of these levels of consciousness, you have the self, or the Satan. And so I want to explain this to you guys. Make sure I'm clear, champ. I'm not going to be speaking that loud. So if I need to turn the tunes down, let me know. Now, salam, good brother. Now you have you have 24 levels of awareness. Like I said, when I say awareness, I'm speaking of conscious. You have 24 levels of awareness. In the same way that you have 24 hours in a day. So look at each individual hour in a day as a different level of awareness. And the 24 hours in a day are a micro aspect or a micro reflection of the levels of awareness in all of existence. So you have 24 hours in a day. This is a micro reflection or a smaller perspective of the greater. And so as minds, our souls, we have to ascend these levels of consciousness, our awareness. Wisdom is not our consciousness, one being, self-aware, wise, or whatever the case may be. This is not dependent on you having a bunch of information. It's dependent on your awareness. I'll give you an example just to show y'all how unaware y'all are. There was a 1,000,000-man march. Black people. It's a 1,000,000-man march. This was quite a while ago now, but this was still in, these times. Farrakhan put it together. Farrakhan is from our times. And so there was a 1,000,000-man march. I believe it was right there on the White House or somewhere in D.C. But 1,000,000 black people came together in the flesh. And they ain't do nothing. They ain't request anything, take anything, nothing. And I want you to be clear. No army of 1,000,000. Meaning, when the U.S. is sending troops over to Afghanistan, they sending 1,000,000 people. What army y'all know in the day got 1,000,000 bodies on the lawn? Nowhere. Can't nobody go up against 1,000,000 people. I don't think black people even get that. There was 1,000,000. Not 5,000, not 10,000. There was 1,000,000 black people in the same place, and they did nothing. And can't nobody go up against 1,000,000 And can't nobody argue with that. Meaning, if somebody about to tell you, man, you could take out 1,000,000 people, man, 1,000,000 people ain't even got no have no order amongst them. Ain't no army gonna go against that number. Meaning, you can ask any skilled soldier. If you had 10,000 men, you think y'all could take out 1,000,000 people? He'll tell you, nah. We might could tear through 10 times what our numbers, but that's still only 100,000. It's still going to be 900,000 of them. It's no way. You get it? You got to have at least a half a million people to come up against 1,000,000. 1,000,000 black people would have ran in the White House. There would have been nothing they could have did. They couldn't do nothing when their Capitol building got raided. And we talking 1,000,000. Now, I'm not saying that for y'all to go crazy or do anything dumb. I'm just making a point. Awareness, or one being wise and smart, have to do with awareness. When you can get 1,000,000 bodies and they don't do nothing, do you get my point? Let's say you young, so you like, I don't remember that. This was before your times, but this was in my time. Like I said, there was 1,000,000 people, black, on a White House lawn, I believe. And Farrakhan put that together. Nothing happened. We ain't get nothing from it. We just gathered together 1,000,000 deep, said, what's up? I got a little cocaine. You know, I went out there, I was about to say, well, got it. I got it. I'm selling the hell of you ain't never gonna get 1,000,000 people. You know how much traffic? I'm sorry. That's not the right thing to say. I was young, you know, in my ignorance. I said, man, do you know what kind of packed or when the bagel what we had? I'm sorry, y'all know I had to have a little fun at some point. You say you remember. I'm not the only, I'm saying this. I know some of y'all watching, you like, man, this nigga always fucking it up. I'm being funny because this is how a lot of black people minds was at that time. You had 50,000 black people there. They was looking to sell. Niggas got their shirts made. If you was a hustling, you was black, you said I'm you said I'm there, cat daddy, and whatever you was pumping, you get it, you was pumping. Pardon my mustache, I'm laughing. I'm laughing at my mustache. My shit getting hella thick. Fuck. Not that Richard. Shit covering that top lip, blood. I feel it in my mouth, man. Ooh. I'm about to grow a little more in my Rastafarian style. You feel me? A mustache speak. If you're a Rastafarian, just chill out, big baby. I like to play a little bit, but y'all mustache, you feel me? You could trim that shit down. It was that. Yeah, you gotta laugh through it. Meaning, when I said I pulled up and I had my, you know, and I was moving my product, man, all the weed men went out there. And this is a real thing. If you from them times, you know what I mean. Black people was pulling up. You really had people out there selling cocaine because you're not never gonna see. You feel me? You gotta be in it to win. I'm sorry. I can't help it. For me, you gotta look at it from my perspective. I'm like 1,000,000 times wiser than y'all. We speaking awareness. Y'all ain't aware of nothing. I just told y'all 1,000,000 of us got together and ain't did nothing. And none of that ain't popped in none of y'all head. Do you get my point? It's crystal clear. I'm too far. It's pointless. You get it? I'm too far gone from y'all. Y'all like, you know? And it ain't just y'all. I mean, it ain't just blacks. It's probably white people and every other race. I'm just too aware in that. You get my point? Ain't nothing for y'all but to get aggravated when I speak. You feel me? 1,000,000 of y'all came together. I'm sure you like, yeah, that was dumb. So now you're going to get mad at me. You're like, damn, why couldn't I be the one that said that? Like that. Yeah. Y'all ain't that smart. I'm starting to, you know. There's a lot of other things y'all ain't aware of, but I don't want to say nothing because I don't want to piss y'all off too much, you know. Slow people can be, you know, a danger. Not just not just to they self. You know, dumb is a disrespect. I want to say that before I go any further. Because a lot of y'all are dumb and you think it's okay. Like, dumb is cool if you dumb, but you always got to know your dumb is a disrespect to whoever ain't. You know, your lack of intelligence, which is gone after you have to do with you being aware of your flaws and, you know, etiquette and things you lack. That's why I'm saying dumb is a disrespect. When you say something dumb to somebody, you get it? You may look at it like, man, ain't nothing wrong with that. You don't look at the disrespect in dumb. Some of y'all wise, you like, no, I get what you mean. A dumb person is disrespectful by default because they're too, you get it? They're too dumb to understand. You don't say that to somebody. You don't ask somebody that. You don't start a conversation that way. They too dumb to get it. In that, they disrespectful by default. So I say again, dumb. Dumb is a disrespect. Don't ever think just being dumb, you just dumb. And that's okay. It's okay for you. But outside of self, it's a disrespect because you got to know, like, whatever you dumb on, you insulting, you know, whoever you dealing with. So you want to make sure the intellect is up to par. Most people, I'll get lost in Babylon. Y'all get lost in Babylon. And that y'all stop using y'all minds, which is what Babylon is all about. It's about y'all not using y'all mind and going on calculator mode. Let the system think for you. You know, let the tech think for you, which is the same difference. And that over time, y'all don't use y'all mind. And that y'all ain't got no awareness. And that when I say, man, 1,000,000 people, black, was on the White House lawn. Some of y'all ain't even got the mind to grasp. Like, nigga, do you know what 1,000,000 is? In regards to people, man, you could do anything you want and take over anything you want with them numbers. Ain't nobody ever did that before. No race. No race did that. That is insane when you consider it. You say it was 1,000,000 of them out there? Yeah, probably more. Can't count 1,000,000 people. It was a bunch of them. It was more of them than we could count. Did nothing. Ain't even have a thought to do nothing. And so you get my point? We too low down in awareness. Meaning when you 1,000,000 deep and it don't pop in the mind, hold on. Half y'all homeless. Let's go get the big house. Niggas is slaved out. They say, nah, we ain't. The master feeds us. He gives us sleeps. You know how slaves talk. They ain't all dumb. The master give us sleep. They mean he let us somewhere to sleep. Like, they vocabulary is off. This how y'all being today. All slavey. Like, that's what I call it. You know how Max B was wavy? I like slavey. Like a slave swag. It's all against the black people. Get chicken jaw. That's how I sound when I be listening to y'all. And get chicken jaw. Saul is bothering us again. Neat hat. That's how you look in your 70s. Salam, big baby. This is not a hat, man. It's my dick ring. You know, my dick is. Let me stop bothering y'all. I apologize. Excuse my language. They be getting on my nerves. I tell them, man. Tell your mama I said hi. Let's just leave that there. Girth. You know? Girth. I'm sorry. I can't stop laughing at my mustache. This shit kind of groovy, though. I like it. Give me that 1970s feel. Like I need to have like a collar shirt on with the chest hair showing type vibes. Peace and wisdom, Lion Zion. Yeah, my connection is bad. It's probably It may be the mic. I don't know. The mic don't work that good indoors, or maybe it ain't work. It's the Wi-Fi. When the Wi-Fi drop, they kind of make everything get a little, blurry or whatever the case. But hopefully y'all grasp what I'm saying. Now, let me get back to the topic at hand. I may need to come back later and get my Wi-Fi together somewhat. Now, where was that? I was talking about that girl. Sex symbol salad. Sorry. It's nothing. Forget it. I don't want to disturb nobody. I was about to say it's nothing more glorious than sex with me. Not y'all, me. It's about me. When I used to sell dope, so you had the little girls, they like to have sex with you because they like, be getting money, and they shallow at that age. I'm young too at that age. Money hanging out my pocket and all that, you feel me? Because I got to get it, So they all jacking my body. They want that, one piece of that big old sis. So I let them have it because that's how I get down. Like, the point is this. It's different when you wise. They worship me when, it's not the same. To click back, take your time. Take your time. Be overzealous, they be desperate. Like, I feel it. I say, damn, it's different, When I was selling dope, they was like, they do what they need to do, but, you could say they just doing it because, they think maybe they going to get something after. When I'm wise now, it's like I'm God. They be like, putting their chin up. Hold tight. Black, yeah, we're not like, sorry, I didn't mean all of that. No, it was 24 hours a day. I'm helping you out. If you a man, you want to make sure you get wise. You get real wise, they start looking at you like God, And that's when it's different, Like I said, the desperation, always wanting seconds. And I gotta do it, but I need a break. Fall back. Fall back. I'm sorry. I know y'all don't be getting no poom poom 90 in the day. I really just want to rub it in. I'm 42. I like 20 something. You ain't ever really getting no bonds, And here I am old. You want some of my hand? About anyone, you feel me? Shimmy that off right. Shimmy that off right quick. Rub that in thy face just a tad. Do you hear me? I have to do it. Now, where was that? I'm sorry. I know y'all like Solace is an asshole. You have to be just a little bit, you feel me? If you ain't half an asshole, then the swag ain't. You feel me? You bitter and you you can't be like, you gotta still have a little spunk in you. Y'all get old and, turn to California raisins, Emotional state be all sloppy and, they don't like to laugh. You don't like to have fun. Y'all let the kids have all the fun. I'm watching the little kids curse, talk about they dingling and all these things, and you feel me? And I said, this is a sad, sad mess. Adults are so politically correct. They letting the kids have all the fun. So I still have me a little bit of fun. You feel me? I told the kids don't come in here so I could talk my razzle dazzle. We at 20. Got about 10 minutes more shit talk time. Are y'all ready for me to get to it? I'm just asking, let me know. Let me know, big babe. And should I keep the mustache or should I cut it? I kind of like it, but it's way too long. Like, it's gonna give off a little spicy vibes. Maybe I need to curl up the tips. Something like that. I don't know. Put 3 cuts in it, like the eyebrow back in the day. Nah, chill. Chill, don't do that. Back in the day, dudes used to put 3 cuts in their eyebrow. I have to throw that in my mustache. A corn roll it or something. I should put an S. You have 24. To go too far, then put an S curl in this thing. You feel me? You can pull up with the curly mustache. That'd be that licking booty vibe. Grocery vibes. We not doing that. Peace and wisdom, some Jew. I hope you a woman. If you a dude, don't flirt with me in that way. A dude talking about keep it, but I ain't talking to you. Man, you can't possibly think. You think I care if a dude like my mustache? You a woman? I hope yes, you a woman and not a dude. The dudes be a little spicy today time. You should keep it solid. You should open your shirt up a little bit. It's better to look ugly in the daytime. I'll tell you that. Oh, you a female? Okay, salam, shalom. You like my mustache, huh? I'm gonna keep it. Give me a little age, a little splendor. They don't make him like me no more, if you was wondering. I never seen nobody like him before, because they don't make niggas like me no more. Is you fucking high? A rare fucking breed. $1 million scholar. Crazy? I'm sorry, let me get to this. Enough about me, you hear? How y'all feeling? You don't want to tell me anything about yourselves? Who cares? Let's just get I'm sorry. You want to tell me anything about your day? I really don't care. It doesn't matter. Let's just get to my video. Y'all came in here to see me, right? And listen. All the people that hate it, they like, oh, you got ego. I love it. Y'all don't want to say that no more? That used to be my funnest part. Like, nigga busting here like, he got ego. Y'all ain't giving me no. Come on, now. Get it together. Where the fuck? Oh, don't get triple fat goose. These shits. Cheap ass coat. That's what he, right? That cheap ass goose coats. Man, listen. Stick to Sherlins and shit I do. Now, where was that? 24 levels of consciousness. Yes. It's hard to speak with this mustache, I just bought this mustache I just bought this mustache the other day. I'm still, trying to, I'm fitting it right. Shit movable, but I got to get it together. Now you have 24 levels of awareness. No different than you have 24 hours in the day. So every hour in the day is like its own separate level of awareness. And as souls, no minds, we have to ascend through these levels of consciousness throughout the course of our life. So we're speaking of the whole existence. The whole existence is 24 levels of consciousness. In a day, in its 24 hours, is a smaller reflection of these 24 levels of consciousness. So I'm not saying the hours in the day are it, but it's a micro perspective of it in that you live in the 24 hours of the day, but do you get my point? I'm speaking of something greater than that. And so you have 24 individual vertebrae of your spine. And this is the smaller aspect of the 24 hours of the day, as well as the 24 levels of awareness that we all have to evolve through. And so that's why I gave y'all that little example of the White House and the Million Man March, so y'all could see our levels of awareness is really, really far down. I know some of y'all say, man, I'm probably on the 22nd level. Nah, you didn't even start on the first. Fuck, they're still in the abyss. But you have the 24 vertebra of the spine. When I say the 24 vertebra or vertebrae, I'm speaking of the 7 cervical. This is the neck area, the 7 heavens before the throne. You have the upper thoracic part of the spine and the lower thoracic. This is your T1 through T12 vertebra. You have the 5 lumbar vertebra. If you add that up, 12 plus 7, that give you 19, plus 5 give you 24. I'll answer your question in a minute. Like I said, if you add up those parts of the spine, you get 24. Now, of course, the sacrum is 5 fused bones. And then you have the coccyx beneath that. And of course, above the 7 cervical vertebra, you have the throne, or the central brain. And so these are the levels of awareness within self. And us ascending these 24 levels of awareness has to do within self. So you have 24 levels of consciousness or awareness in the whole existence, but it manifests within us, in our spine, so to say, in that we're able to ascend these 24 levels of consciousness in and out the body. Out the body, of course, you're in the whole existence. In the body, so you're in the day. That's the 24 hours. And so you have that 24 manifested within self. And of course, with the consciousness or the gooky, icky spinal cord inside. So the consciousness of the spinal cord is locked down in the vertebrae bones. And you get it? We wake up, central brain, we go into unconscious sleep. That's the sacrum area. Of course, the sacrum and the coccyx, it aligns with the testicles or the lower parts of a woman's, private area. And this is where you have your germ cells. On a man's side, sperm cells, knocked out sleep. On the woman's side, well, she have egg cells that form before she even go through puberty, and then they be lying dormant for a time. Kind of like the sperm cells on the other side. And so that's like your dead realms below. Your unconscious realms. And so as consciousness bound to the vessel, we have an opportunity to, ascend these 24 levels within self to get to the central brain. Y'all are not, when y'all wake up and y'all are aware of the physical, y'all are not on the highest levels of consciousness. Y'all are like on y'all lower level. And so I want to explain how this works. Like I said, the highest level is God. This is when one sees and thinks like the whole or the glory, the highest level of conscious. Y'all are how y'all think. So if I give you my mind, you'll think how I do. You'll be me. If I give you God's consciousness, you'll be God. If I say, what's your name? Then you'll say like, God. You wouldn't know nothing else to say. You get my point? If I gave you my mind and I said, who are you? You wouldn't know nothing else to say, but I'm Solace. You get my point? In that, we advance these 24 levels of awareness throughout our physical life or even in the death. Seeing and perceiving as the level of consciousness. So it's like I said, if I give you my mind, you'll know as I know, you'll be me. If a fool gave you their mind, you'll be them. You'll know as they know. You'll perceive as they do. So we have these levels of conscious. We have to ascend them. Trying to reach, the heights. Like I said, you have the 24 vertebra. And above it, you have the central brain. Below it, you have the coccyx and the sacrum. This is your heights of awareness and your lows of awareness all the way to out. We speak in consciousness and awareness. When you go below, at the bottom of that is the out. And so, like I said, man is ascending and descending this ladder within himself. That's Jacob's ladder. When you read the Bible, it's speaking of the spine. And it says, see angels ascending and descending up this ladder. Is speaking of the neuron or the brain cells that kind of, move up and down the spine. And so it's a deep thing. Now, let me answer your question right quick before I get peace and wisdom, unknown concept. You said, do I feel bad for family members that won't see the truth to save themselves? I don't know. I'm really wise, so no, you get it? Y'all scared of me. I don't know how to explain it. When I be saying that shit is real, I be a little thrown off. In life, if you walk with me, you'll be like, yo, everybody is scared of him. Like, you get my point? I get like, it get weird. If somebody bumped into me the other day and was like, I'm sorry. I'm like, it's all right. I don't know. The fuck are you scared? What the hell are you scared? What are they telling y'all? I don't get it. I'm like, man, they scared to death of me. Is this how wisdom just works? Like, if you're really wise, then people, like some of y'all be looking at, y'all think I'm like God or something. I don't know. Is he get strange, blood? I can't tell you. Peace and wisdom, Latora McCullough. I think you're Mike McCullough's family. If so, salam. But yeah, when you get wise in this, like my level of wisdom, where and get real deep, people get a little strange, Not just on the eat, like y'all act like I'm better than y'all, like, and I'm just regular, I may go in Django. I ain't really on that kind of time where I need to get like admiration. I'm not, you get me? I'm like I told y'all before, just give me what I'm owed. I ain't got to kiss my ass and do the extras because I ain't about to. Just be regular. Like, respect me, I respect you. If I know you're a little dumb, I'll give you a little leeway because I say he's slow. So same way y'all do that, y'all ain't that smart, but you still move like that too. You like, I give a little leeway to the fools because you feel me, they don't know no better. And all those that I know better on my level, I hold them to that. I ain't gonna let you be playing dumb, but I let the fool play a little dumb. Y'all got the dumb kids, y'all give him a little extra leeway. Cause you say he like his daddy, special. He like his daddy, special Edward. So they give him a little extra. Wisdom's like, I don't know how to explain it, but if you see me in real life, you don't have to be scared. I'm not a threat. I give y'all wisdom because I like to help y'all get a little wiser. And that, you get my point. I'm not a threat to you. If you see me curse somebody out, they got out of line with me. I don't be playing games too much, but you feel me? I don't have a mind where I want to do something bad to somebody. Stay within arm distance, and you get my point. I kind of move on protocol. I don't really have thoughts like, oh, I'm a come from the streets. Blood, my man say punch you in the mouth. Bop. I asked him later, why you told me to trip, blood, while he was running? I'm like, yeah. I don't know why they wanted me to duck him, but I know them. I don't know him, so he did something. I'm saying that so you could grasp. If you do the wrong thing, I'll just punch you in your mouth, but that don't mean I feel no way towards you. I would just, you feel me? Instinct. What are you doing? Back up, man. Outside of that, we cool if you can get over, having a black eye or whatever the case. Anyway, where was that? How did the people back then know biology to write these parables? They make it seem like they didn't know anything. Man, you see, y'all awareness is not that good. Now pay attention. You say, how did the ancient people know biology? Got physical bodies in life, right? They die. Maybe you kill them on your own and experiment on them, whatever the case. So you can cut a body open and see a spine, and you have no access to nothing real in life to the point where you completely forgot that. And you said, how'd they know biology? To you, biology is words in a book, images of body parts in the book, to where you completely forgot. Shit, they had access to bodies, right? Anything we know about the spine, how you think we know it? From busting. Ah, you get my point? Y'all awareness is too low. In terms of y'all being aware, where you notice everything transpiring with self in the moment and everything outside of self and how it's playing its effect on you. Y'all have no awareness to that. You get my point? Biology to you is a YouTube video, a TikTok video, and that you say, man, how would they know biology in the past? As if they wasn't working with dead bodies like everybody else. It's the only way you gonna know biology, not from sitting in front of a computer, busting open a dead body, cutting open a frog. Things y'all don't do no more. Y'all go to school, y'all get on the computer, y'all learn nothing. Now forget about real life, real life, to where somebody talking to you, they like, oh my God, they stupid. See, y'all. So you say, yeah, you right. I ain't even realized that. But you don't realize the level of stupidity in it, to where you have a little shame and say, okay, he's right. We're like third graders, but we're grown in regards to y'all awareness and just understanding of the things all around y'all. And that, can you grasp how frustrating that is for somebody who has just normal intellect? And say, when I'm talking to them, they're not aware of anything. Not even the simplest things, like I have to tell them everything, like a child almost. You get my point? I mean, I have to explain to you, okay, in the past, they had bodies just like we have now. They probably cut them open, looked at a spine or two, a heart, and that you say, oh, yeah, I didn't think of that. And it's like, there's nothing to think about. How'd that happen? That part. Y'all are on here getting completely dumbed out to where y'all can't even identify it. It's regular. Some of y'all might get offended. You say, man, disrespecting that girl or that man. No. When I call y'all dumb, I be hoping y'all get it. Dumb is real and you can go to the bottoms of it. That's why you say the best trick the devil ever played was acting like he didn't exist. And it's got to do with lying stupidity. Stupid don't exist to y'all no more. If somebody calls somebody stupid, then y'all be like, man, they insulted them, as if stupid don't exist. As if dumb don't exist. And that, do you get my point? Dumb and stupid is like the devil in today times. It don't exist. And if you call somebody dumb or stupid, you're just insulting them. They're not really dumb or stupid. And that, do you see how far beneath common sense y'all can fall? I don't think y'all get, there's no flaw. Just like wisdom, there's no ceiling. You can become as aware as you can. And I don't know how to explain it. I was going to say I could feel y'all thoughts, but that won't make no sense to y'all. But that's how it is. Like, I can't see y'all mind, but I could feel it. Meaning I'm so aware I could look at y'all face in y'all eyes and I know what y'all thinking, like, what you gonna say. But it just feel like the feeling, like, but the feeling got a message to it. So you get my point? And that's how it kind of translate. It's not like you talking in your head and I can hear your thoughts, but just like a certain feeling, like, And it say a lot. And the awareness can go beyond those things. You get my point? But it have to start somewhere. You said it's because in school they act like they just found these things out not too long ago, like new discoveries. I'm quite young, so I just wanted to clarify. Salam. No, I get it. If you young, then you young. I don't know y'all ages, so like I say, my channel for 30 and older. If you young, well, I'm assuming you 30 and older, so if you young, you not dumb, you just young. You gotta be here for a few cycles so you can kind of see like the repetition. That way you'll become aware of certain things after the repetition of it. You get my point? Look at a year like a day. You be here enough days or years, then you start to see like, hold on, it's a lot of repeating. It's like a big repeat, and all they do is change storylines, but don't nothing actually change. You follow me? The same day happened every day, but they just changed the name of the day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And they changed the storyline of the day. But at some point, you start to realize, okay, the same stories is happening over and over again, and nothing's changing. It's nothing new under the sun. They just making it new however they want. You follow? You be here long enough, you start to realize that there's no new stories. There's just new storylines to old things. And they just sell every generation the same old story under new storyline. And the only thing changing is the storylines. And it's how man getting dumbed out and lost. Whatever events in history, they happened already, just like y'all celebrate the same holidays every year. Not aware of it though. Y'all just do the same holidays every year. You 50 years old, you've been doing it for 50 years. Thanksgiving, Christmas, Valentine's Day, so on and so forth. Like a robot in a spinning wheel. No awareness of it. The same things happen every year. You follow? Whatever happened this year that y'all running y'all mouths about, it happened last year and the year before. You say, man, the cops just beat dude up and killed him in jail. That happened last year, my nigga. That happened all the way back when they choked out George Floyd. Every year, you get the same thing. New storyline. In that, you start to become aware. Hold on, this is all a play. Everybody's just in this movie and not aware that they're in it. And everybody's just playing their part, not realizing it. And if their part happens to die early, then... And this is what y'all live in these cities, believe it or not. And Hollywood run life. And I say Hollywood, I'm talking movies, reality TV. And we're all in this reality TV movie called life, the Babylon part of it. Meaning if you live in a city or a country, so you're a part of this reality show. They record you all day, meaning y'all phones record y'all even when y'all ain't using them. I know you don't think the camera's just one fold. That shit twofold. If you can look into it, it can look out to you. The thing is, who's behind it? But they watch y'all and listen to y'all all day. That's what your phone is. On higher levels of understanding, you know how y'all aware that they selling y'all information? They selling y'all camera lens. You go on that site and say, can we have access to your camera? And that you say, yeah. And that when you not in the app, well, you gave them permission to use your camera. Say they spying on me. You gave them permission to use your camera. Sorry, they forgot to tell you, even if you ain't in this app, well, we got your camera and all the pictures that you take with it. And that some of y'all say, man, I don't know what happened. They got pictures of me naked online, and y'all like, man, they did that on purpose. No, they didn't. Everybody phone is like a watching them device. Some of y'all just nobodies, but maybe one day you become a somebody like that. You had a phone for how long? How much information? Mainly the camera and the speaker of your phone. They always ask for that. You go to YouTube, they asking for that. You go to Facebook and you want to upload a video or something, they asking for that. Now you want to hear the real part? It wasn't like that all the time. A lot of us that's older, you've been on Facebook for 10 years. The 13-year-old, 10 years ago, 23 now. They have no clue of old Facebook where you just upload pictures and you get my point. We was on Facebook before that shit had ads flowing. You get my point? They don't. They like what you talking about. Man, we was on Facebook. It ain't had no lives ago. He wasn't on Facebook. He wasn't allowed. Now he 22. They don't know before that. To have a perspective to say, oh, I see how it's being controlled. They get us all on the site first, and then after that, they kind of lock y'all in. Start slowly taking control. They pop up new things. Oh, we having this new thing. We need you to consent. And you get my point? You don't even read through it. You're like, whatever. I need to keep using my Facebook. But that consent was everything. It could have been a something, real personal. But like I said, so Lodi, I'm going to answer your question. Yeah, that's why they say it's nothing new under the sun. But like I said, there's a lot of things y'all not aware of. In regards to the government that we working with, they like 10,000 years ahead of y'all. And, the psychological warfares, which is what's happening with the citizens. Y'all losing the psychological war. But y'all just now becoming aware of like the physical manipulations they do on y'all. Y'all ain't get to they way ahead of us. They manipulating us to be completely stupid, and they've already kind of accomplished that. It's like if you black, you say, man, we about to get our just due soon. You don't realize like 150 years ago, maybe you live in the afters. You get it? Say, nah, black people gonna get they just due. Nah, you living after black people already got finished off and straightened out and set on the path that they want them to be on. You follow? And that you become aware, you say everything they doing is falling right into the plan for them. But they ain't aware enough to see it. You get my point? It's like that. And that, y'all already groomed to self-sabotage and go against on a psychological level. But y'all gonna keep trying to y'all gonna keep trying to unify and do things, but it's never gonna work. Cause you get my point? Y'all already moving under self-sabotage mind. This is why when I tell y'all, man, groups ain't how you unify. Groups is how you separate and start fighting with one another. Then y'all say, man, he against black people. Y'all don't understand, like that. Y'all not aware to say, oh yeah, they finished us off already, and whatever we doing now, we under slave mind. And so we go deep. You said a lot more of my friends started dying and doing more killings once they started doing dissing on the internet. The internet is truly evil. Yeah, it's bad for the young, but the old don't understand that, Meaning if you old and watching, you don't understand what the young is going through. They get online, they get caught up into a beef online, and they don't even know how. It ain't like when we was running the streets, you knew what was going on. They don't even know what's going on. And they getting caught at the gas station and shot. That's how these young niggas is moving, 12, 13, 14, man. They arguing online and running into each other at the gas station pumping gas, and you get it? They don't even know each other. You don't even know your op enough to, like, you get it? We growing up, you knew who your op was. Them niggas up the block. You see one of them get the flaming. In the daytime, they don't even have a clue who they op is. They 12, 13 years old. They don't know, like, they like, if I talk to my parents, I'm gonna get in trouble because I can't tell them that I'm be, shooting people. So they in a rock and a hard place where they like, I can't even talk to nobody to save myself because I'm gonna get in trouble. I've been partaking in this foolishness. And that, you get it? Now, I don't be wanting to get into y'all business, but I be feeling bad for the young. I be trying to talk to y'all sometimes, but you get my point? I don't know. It's deep. Like I said, I get it. It was like that when I was young. I'm gangbanging. Maybe I got a little beef with the Latin Kings or something like that. I can't really go talk to my grandmother and tell her, I stabbed a Latin King last week, so they on my body now. I can't really go to school this week. And that you just go to school because you like, I can't fucking tell her. You follow? And that I'm 17 years old. I got a big ass knife wound in my back. I ran into the Latin Kings. You follow? I can't be like, oh, I can't go here, there, because it's like, nigga gonna ask why. Why you can't meet me up the block, nigga? Oh, because I'm gangbanging now, and we was riding around the other day, and one of them niggas got shot, and if they see me, my shit through. You can't just tell people that when you were kids, you were getting cold blood trouble. You can't tell your mother, oh, I can't go to church with you this weekend because shit went crazy last night over there, and I had to stab one of them niggas. So you just go to church like, I hope they don't pop on me while I'm with my damn mother, and this happens. I know dudes that got popped on while they was with their mama. Their mama don't know the blood out here like that, and he can't really tell you because he probably think he gonna be in trouble. And so we get nasty. That's why I say if you an older person and you got experience, you gotta, I try to let the kids see me. That's why I never remove these things. I can, but I leave them so maybe they know, like, I used to be you back in the day. You could talk. I know what it's like. Like, you get my point? And all I could do is show you my bullet holes and my knife wounds and tell you, man, you better tell somebody. You can't. You get my point? You can't be like, I'm gonna get in trouble if I tell my mama I did some bad shit and then just go outside and have to face that bad shit. You better off telling them. They'd rather you tell them. And that, more than likely they're gonna be like, well, yeah, stay your ass home this week. Let me see what I could do. And maybe they know their parents. You gotta remember, your elders was kids before. A lot of y'all elders changed their life, but they was cold-blooded motherfuckers back in their early time, and they would have thugged you clean out. You look at your dad and your mom, you like, man, they fucking squares. Yeah, they squares because they didn't want you to be like they was when they was younger. You was out here shooting and robbing niggas. Some of y'all mother and father like that. They was a whole Bonnie and Clyde killing people, and they moved the fuck away and changed their life, and you living in the suburbs and you have no clue who your parents is. They put in a phone call, nigga, and you get my point? Motherfuckers, that's your parents? I don't want no problems with you. But you like, you a kid. You say, man, my parents is goofy. They don't know what's up. The more squared out your parents is, you double look at them and you ask yourself, why are they so squared the fuck out? And maybe you'll have a mind and say, I think back in the day, my parents was a little gangster. And if I ever had some problems, just go talk to them. And you'll be surprised. Some of y'all, your parents gonna know just what to do. You get it? Meaning they used to be you back in the day, but they better than you is. And you get it? They know just what to do. My kids wouldn't know I had like got shot, stabbed, and none of that. They would just know me like this. Like he's really wise and he be online and he's a square. They mamas tell them when they was young, like, Other than that, they wouldn't know. In that, they get into a problem. That same thing could happen. You get my point? My son had a little beef with some Crip dude in his school. But he knowing like, nah, my pops was OG back in the day. I'm about to call this nigga. I don't give a fuck. And I pulled up and you get it? I know what to do. Some of y'all ain't like that. You get it? You gonna have a problem and it's gonna get, kind of nasty. Now, I ain't naive, so I'm knowing like, yeah, my son. You feel me? I hope he got the brain to know not to be, you know better. But life is life. He said, I have my older cousins tell me some stuff about my parents. All old people was young. And so you young, you never lose sight of that. Old people ain't likely to tell you they business because you a little kid. Meaning you're not nothing to them. They don't have no desire to impress you. You just a kid. You follow? But they know niggas since before you was born. You follow? You say, I know my parents knew this motherfucker. And then they raised him. But out for him. Young, you get in a little trouble, man. You go to your mama. Your mama was out there, man. She ain't no fucking fool. She just got her life together. You can't be a kid forever. And so y'all got to start looking at y'all parents with a little more understanding. Same way you running around dumb. Your parent was you without parents, because we came up without parents, nigga. I know a few homeboys, they ain't even have that opportunity. You see how I'm telling you, man, you go talk to your parents. There wasn't no parents, nigga. They mama was on dope. She would have sold that nigga. She would have turned him over to the ops. I did better in terms of that, meaning y'all do have parents, y'all just don't be listeners. There was a time between 17 and 19 years old, my mother was in jail. There was no parents. There was my grandma. She too old, like to be chasing me around. You get my point? And that, head first into the street. Y'all ain't got that so much. You get my point? And that, if you get into some problems, you go talk to your parents. Your dad, he work his little job. He do that because of you. Back in the day, that nigga was real. He had your goofy ass, and you get it? Slowly changed himself. By the time you 8, 9 years old, he had it down pat. Now you're about 13, 14, and you get it? You don't know nothing of his past. He made sure of that. But you got an uncle, a cousin, a mother, a father, you go talk to them if you got some problems out here, because y'all getting problems online. Next thing you know, you going to the supermarket getting your head blowed off, and all you had to do was tell your mama, listen, man, I done got myself into some shit. I'm out here playing these tough guy games. And you get my point? At least they can, you're going to get your ass whooped, but it's better than getting caught up and shot. They probably beat your ass and, fix it how they got to. Yeah, back in the day, we was outside. Our parents were so gangster, they was in jail, so you get my point? They ain't clean up themselves before we got old. They ain't even give a fuck. Some of our parents so dope right in front of us, they don't give a fuck, nigga. They tell you better learn this shit. It's nasty out here. But this is back in the time when black people get no fucking opportunity. You better take this block of cheese, nigga, and make that shit work for you. We all huddled up in front of the church waiting on blocks of cheese to get passed out in hard bread. That part, and to crack valves all over the floor, you get my point? The opportunity was not like it is now. You black? You got a little bit of a chance. Maybe you become a rapper. Back in my day, you was a rapper, wouldn't matter. And niggas, whatever black people came out with, that shit got thrown under the rug. So when rap first came out, you had Dolores Tucker and a whole bunch of government officials, trying to put a stop to it. And that, there wasn't no money in that in the beginning. There's money in it for y'all now, but KRS, one of them wasn't getting no money. They were still living in the projects with their moms. They was just hood stars. Like that. And so you got to always look at your elders and fully know, like, whatever you got going, man, that shit was dry for them. And whatever they did is how you even got a chance to do whatever you doing. And so you get my point. Some of y'all get on this online, you make you some quick, fast money. We ain't had that, man. You had to be real and go outside, man. Or you was gonna be starving. And that's that. And it wasn't no going around that. You want a job, there was no filling out an application online. You had to take your ass to the store, wherever you wanted to work, the company, the store, and apply. Where they got to see you. Make sure they even want to be bothered with you. And that, you know people better as you growing up. Y'all don't know people. Y'all just know like online. You see people online. Y'all have stereotypical minds. There's no real interaction. When I'm growing up 16 years old, I'd take my ass to the supermarket and get that job. And that I got to sit, my grandma got to show me how to talk. And you go in there, boy, pick your goddamn pants up. Make sure you got your shirt buttoned up. Now, when I was young, I had my shit buttoned at the top and the rest open. I'm cold blood gangster back in the day, blood. I just put one button and leave the rest. You feel me? Don't give me a job like that. I don't care. And so you get it. Our parents was a little more hands on with us, meaning they'd teach you whatever they know and, you know, set you on the right path too. Meaning back in the day, your parents would be done taught you how to sell dope and show you how to get a job because they say shit, you know, this real life. Ain't nothing worse than you starving. You follow? You say your daddy just know how to sell drugs. He gonna teach you that. You say, man, that's fucked up. Why would a father teach a kid that? Because they've been living in this life long enough to know this is real fucking life. And if you can't feed yourself, it's gonna get bad for you. You ain't got no hustle. You can't always depend on the job. There's a millions and millions of people applying for the same jobs. You might not get one for quite a while. And so you get it? This is where hustle kicking. This is where, you know, breaking that good old law kicking, but that law only served the law. And back in the day, black people understood that. I was hustling at 17, 18. My grandma knew. But she from a time where, you feel me? Ain't no opportunity. You got to let them do what they do and you just tell them whatever you know. Like that. My grandma see the cops coming. She, nigga, get the fuck upstairs, blood. I remember I lit the whole fucking block up. Rest in peace, grandma. She was gangster. I lit the whole motherfucking block up. When I was young, I was thrown off. I don't want to tell the details of the story because I ain't never get my just due. But let's just say it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Kids was coming home. I lit the whole fucking block up, broad daylight. I was chasing somebody down the street, blowing at them. And I turn around and walk down the street. The cops is right there looking at me all dumb. But I'm thrown when I'm young. If I get mad, you feel me? I would blow. Yeah, I get the blowing in broad day. I don't give a fuck who there. So I'm walking down the street, like in between the cars. The cars is like, oh shit, this nigga. Man, I told my grandma what I did. Y'all just blew downstairs, take my shit, throw it in the garbage. That's how it was back in the day. She jumped up off that couch, grabbed my jacket, my hat, took all that shit like 10 blocks up, threw it in the garbage, and you feel me? Fully knowing like this little nigga just, she went downstairs and came back up like, yeah, they out there looking for you, man. You better stay in the house. She don't condone that shit, but do you get it? They come from real life. She come from Malcolm X days, blood. That part. That's why I tell you, if you got any problems and you a little kid, you go talk to your elders. Even your old wrinkle ass grandma. You feel me? She was a young lady back in the day. And she know what time it is. My grandmother's sister Regina, she used to chill with Nicky Barnes and them. They from a different time. In that, you get my point? They gonna protect their own. They don't give a fuck about none of that. Oh, he was shooting up the block. Fuck that. Let me make sure he good first before I yell at him. So I'm saying that so if you young, you go talk to your elders, they gonna yell at you, but you get it? They gonna protect you more than your homeboys in the street. You get my point? They would have caught my grandmother with my shit. If they would have caught her with my shit, she would have been through. But she don't care. She gonna take that chance. Cause she like, if they catch him, he through. I remember one time they tried to lock me up. I was chilling in the staircase with my partner. The cops came, my man ran. I kind of was stuck there. They try to put a pistol in my mouth and shit and do me awful. Like I said, I was thrown off back in the day, so I gets out the cuffs. Let's just say shit went horrible, but somebody went and got my grandmother. And you get my point? She came again and saved the day, because I was about to die that day. Let's just say I took the cuffs off, but I ain't run. I wanted all that smoke. Nigga put that shit in my mouth. I don't play like that. Like, blood, you gonna have to shoot me today. Once you did that shit. He ain't put it in my mouth, but you get it? He was trying in that. It's like hitting my teeth. So I'm like, oh, this nigga gonna knock my teeth out? And he's like dragging me up the stairs. Like he gonna, do me awful. Nigga, I got out them When you about to die, you get real strong. I'll tell you that. Because I slipped right out of them shits. My wrist was half bleeding and shit. I ripped them shit straight off. Like, hold on, blood. You doing way too much. And you get it? My grandmas came up there and I was always in some shit like that. A lot of y'all. I get caught up on the humble, man. But I'm giving you those examples so you can grasp. My grandma was an old lady. She don't even look like that type of person. But everybody gonna protect their own. And like I said, y'all elders was kids before. And some of them know what you think you know. They know it for real. They ain't never bring it to your awareness because you get it. They know peer pressure and all that. They don't want you to follow that accord. But at the end of the day, now make sure you at least give them that much where you let them know, like, and more than that, stop doing dumb shit where you going, have to go get your parents and things. Yeah, everybody want to be YouTubers because they manipulating y'all to get on YouTube. They like telling y'all they gonna throw y'all in the algorithms and all that, and that that they control the algorithms. And this is why you see a whole bunch of nobodies just making YouTube content now. I know some of y'all been strolling and you like, who the fuck is all of these 3 and 4 view motherfuckers? All these new channels with the 2 and 3 views on it. What the fuck going on? They encouraging everybody to make YouTube videos and shit now. You get my point? They trying to dumb y'all out. They know if little kids is talking, get it, they gonna get it. Once little kids is listening to other little kids, it's over. And so that's where we at. The little kids listening to little kids. They're dumbing each other down. You got some adults listening to little kids, so we get even dumber. But it's nasty out here. This all go back to like what I said with the levels of awareness and different ages and nationalities and all of that. All of these things is real. You have to become aware of these things. Otherwise, you get my point? It's like I said, we live in a movie, a reality show, and y'all are playing a certain role and you ain't aware of it. And some of y'all roles, the character died early. King Von was in the movie, never was aware of it. His character died early. Same with Pac and a lot of other people. And you just a regular dude from your neighborhood. Your homeboy got shot last week. He was playing his role. He fell right into it. That's how the city is. The city like Hollywood that you live in. And it already got, the whole movie written out. And everybody's just born and kind of step into their roles. And you get my point? Like I said, if the role die early, if the role go to jail, whatever the case may be, y'all are playing y'all roles that was already written out for y'all. It's just a matter of you stepping into the character. And so in regards to them selling y'all information, they selling more than that. They selling y'all lives. You got people from countries that y'all don't even know about. They buy y'all phone camera just to watch y'all all day because they bored and shit. And I suppose we gonna get to that level at some point where y'all gonna be clicking on apps where y'all buying like indigenous men's lives. They gonna give all the uncontacted indigenous men cell phones with cameras on them. And they gonna be running around the jungle like monkeys and shit, recording everything they can. And y'all gonna buy it. At $10.99 a month for this little indigenous man's camera vision. And when he using his camera, you can see everything he doing. When he ain't on his phone, well, his camera still works. So you just watching the motherfucker beat off and all kind of shit. And that's what we living right now. You was watching a porno the other day beating off. Somebody was watching you. They subscribe to your phone camera, man. You hella funny to them. They will watch you all day. Like, yo, watch blah blah. Just sit there all day scrolling, beating off. And so y'all not aware of nothing. It go deep. He said that sounds creepy. To some of y'all demons on it. Like, and so when I say demons, I'm talking the real things, real natures in life. Just like the 24 hours of the day I was explaining. All manifest within and without. And so it's a deep thing. They sold us out to the demons a long time ago. Them satellites up in space, and y'all cell phones and all of these is spirits summoning. These are spirits summoning tools of old. A phone was used to summon the spirits in the past. The little rotary. When the first phones came out, people had to pick up the phone and then tell an operator to call whoever they wanted to speak to. They couldn't even dial a number themselves. You know why? Because those was used to summon the spirits before that. The governments had those phones using them to talk to the spirits. And then when they made it a public thing, you get my point. I guess they ain't figured out, like, how do we cut the spirits out and just let them connect to each other? Telecommunications. Telecommunications got to do with the spirits and spirit summoning of old. That was the entertainment of the past. Contacting these daemon. You see how y'all be take DMT and then y'all be talking to like entities y'all never seen in real life before? Like that. They knew how to summon them. They knew how to contact them, whether you talking through different mixtures of psychedelic drugs or whether you speaking about through the metals, mixing and merging different metals to create connections, kind of like y'all cell phones. It's just a series of different metals to create a connection. But that was used to summon the spirits in the past. That's what was worshipped in the past. Of course, the most highest spirit, alien. In the daytimes, y'all play on alien. Y'all have the little image of alien. Y'all are worshipping the most high demon, alien. It's like when Jesus was on the cross and said, Eli, Eli, Lama. He's calling out to the most high demon. Like, why did you let me down? And that's what demons do. Gas you up. And gas you up till you get yourself killed. Yeah, Jesus worshipped the demon. Jesus is one of these demons. Maybe you use DMT or something and you seem like this white nigga. All white. And was mad holy like. So you say, I think that was Jesus. Like I said, Jesus one of the spirits, my nigga. Some of y'all like, huh? Ain't no gods like how y'all got it. You just got the spirits. And they got an order amongst them. Them 72 demons from Solomon, that's real. You got 72 demons in real life. Forget physical. Get that out your mind. You see how the sun rise and set, but you like, I don't know who control that. Like, you got forces in life, they real blood. You got demons, man. 72 of them. And the most high above them all was El, known as Elian. Elian mean the most high. Elian is like the title of El, and El just the name. It's the sound of the letter or the spelling of the letter. E-L is the spelling of the letter L. If I say spell a letter L, most of y'all will say I-L-R-E-L. Depending on how you speak. If you Arabic, I-L maybe. Like Illa. If you American, you speak English, maybe you say Ella. Like that. I'm talking about L. You see how it's getting scrambled in your mind? The E-L in the letter? Where you like, Which one is he saying? They the same. Just like La is the same. In Christianity, the God name is El. That's the spelling of the letter L. In Islam, the God's name is La. That's the sound of the letter. If I say pronunciate the letter L, so you're going to say la, 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 la. Like that. Muslim people worship La. And you say, what you said, la or lie? One and the same. If you start talking and I say, nigga, you lying, or I say la, 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 I'm basically saying you bullshit talking. Allah means the la, the sound, the word. A man ain't always have word. You get my point? You ain't always could talk. And word come from the mind or the consciousness. So it's saying a consciousness got bestowed upon man or manifested through man. Man starts speaking word. Now in the Bible when it say the word came into the flesh, when it's talking about all man and how the word came into him where he speak it, but y'all ain't the words. You follow? Y'all ain't the source consciousness. So that means y'all ain't the source of the word. Y'all don't control when y'all get snatched into unconsciousness where y'all can't speak no words or think any. The thinking be the source of them. The word get taken from y'all and given back to y'all. When I'm saying the word, I'm speaking of the consciousness. Before you speak, you think. What's in your mind is what you speak out. Your words ain't nothing but your consciousness. Your consciousness is the word. Do you follow? Like that. Man ain't always had word. He was bestowed with that later. Whether you talking an individual or mankind as a whole. Mankind as a whole is no different than an individual. Babies can't speak words, but at some point they bestow with the mind too. And in mankind's early beginnings, they ain't speak word. They ain't had a mind to. But, you know, that word, that mind, the mind y'all have that make y'all different than the animals, that part, it's the word of God. Come in the flesh. Like that. Do you get it? The dogs bark, woof, woof. That's its own sound. You follow? Everything you see is sound manifested. After the manifestation, so the sound still project out. Man is the sound he make. Man speak word, so man is word, manifest. A sheep is the sound it make, manifest by. All souls are physical speaking beings are coming from their source vibration or source word, speaking mind. When man speaking words, he's speaking from a certain mind. When a sheep is saying bye to the other, man, the back of my neck and back of my ears is freezing. Damn window open. Now, I was explaining something deep, but I don't even remember what. Like I said, you know, they don't want y'all to get this deep knowledge. And so, you know, get it how you can get it. You said, would you say? You said, would you say something? Come on, why they keep fucking with my thing, bud? I'm gonna just leave that off. I ain't got time for this. But you said, would you say something was watching over you, or do you feel you are alive by chance from those situations? It's too long ago, you know. I'm 42. A lot of y'all, you know, you kind of bunched the time in. 17 years old was a long time ago. 19, 20. Now I'm shot, stabbed, and all them things. Or no shit, it's not, you know. It's too long ago. I don't really. I wasn't even at the age where I would even ponder on that. And once my mind started opening, you get it? That was too far gone. I remember it like just maybe in moments of conversation like now, if I'm trying to make a point on something, maybe it'll pop into mind. But other than that, 20 years ago, man, a whole life ago. And that, I don't know. But now that I'm wise, I feel like I feel a presence. But back then, no. I was on my own. No, I was on my own. That's why I was doing dumb shit. Like you doing dumb shit you ain't never got to ask, man. I think the spirits or the angels is with me. No, the fuck they wasn't. Ain't nobody trying to die with your crazy ass. The hell you shooting people talking about, man, I had the angels with me. Them niggas was blowing at me and I got away. Blood, the angels was not with you. They ain't trying to get shot with your goofy ass. They left you alone. That's why that when the angels leave you, that's when you start getting shot at and shot. You feel me? And so if you out here doing bad, I don't want you to get lost where you thinking like you got assistance. Your mind need to be clear. Ain't no assistance for you. You need to do right. That's where the assistance is. And so hopefully a lot of y'all grasp that. Let me fix my sounds. Bluetooth mode. Damn, why you gotta put me on blast? Oh. Little Rush, man. We don't like you here that much, man. I was doing, I was having a conversation with somebody early, and they said, "Who little dude on your line? I don't like him." I told them they could find you and eat you. I bet you taste good. Back in the day, they kill little kids, put them on the grill, the bad ones. Y'all go for food, nothing else. Behave yourself, young man. And I'm old school. The bad kids get eat. You feel me? Because food gets scarce when you out there in them lands. And got a few bad kids running around. They gonna be a problem for the tribe. So you going ahead and barbecue them down. Tastes good. It tastes good. Keep it up. Keep coming in here playing games, young man. We gonna have a gathering, and you guess what? You gonna be the adult entertainment and the meal. You gonna have you stripping and all that. You gonna take it off, young man. But we grease you down with this butter and put the barbecue. Nah, stop laughing at it. If you're a little kid, I'm just grease him down and eat him. Thanksgiving time, big baby has came early. I'll fry you up, put you on that steak like Jesus, my boy. Spit on you. Pooh. Do you just like they did Jesus in the Christian religion, man. They'll fry you up and eat you. They did him like that too. If you a Christian, they ate God. You worship. Christians worship the killing of. This is not made up. Before man started to eat meat, living life, walk around, breathing flesh, they would kill the animal and say the animal was a gift from God. And this is where praying over the animal come from. Like, it's a bad deed, but they try to make it good. Like, no, this animal is again like kind of like how y'all God is. Y'all God on the cross, all beat up, spit on. But they say like, nah, he a gift from God. Eat him. Drink his blood. It's good for you. Like that. Y'all worship old voodoo. Like, it's a deep thing. The mind has to be aware. Like I said, y'all ain't got no awareness, so y'all say and do anything, and it ain't really no thought on it. And that, you get my point? But when I say like Christians believe in the eating of this first lamb chop, that's not a joke. Just go read the damn book. They personified they personified the spirit or substance of life. Of course, we all start out as seminal fluid from our fathers. He was ejaculated out from your daddy, me as well. My daughter, my sister, my mother, they was ejaculated out from the father as well. We all started off as that white substance that we call, semen. And then that's put into the egg cell, and so, spirit and body thing. When you're dealing with the Bible and the Jesus story, it's personifying the spirit of life, but blaspheming it, like calling it an animal or beast of the field. So this is where the lamb come into play. You follow? Back in the day, you had sacrilege. They would kill animals, and you get it? Sacrifice them before the altar. This ain't had nothing to do with worshiping God. This just had to do with worshiping the Satan, below. And so, I mean, like that. Real truth was merged with devil worship. In that, a deep understanding was personified and blasphemed. So that Jesus character y'all got, that's just a personification of a divine thing. And then all that happens to this character, even it being classified as a lamb, which is a beast of the field. This is all a blaspheme. You get it? The spirit of God. So the spirit of God did not get spit in the face, but the spirit of God looked like spit. In your Bible, they say Jesus got spit on. Jesus is the personification of this spit that I'm speaking of. Like I said, when you're talking about ejaculation or seminal fluid, it looked like spit. And that, do you get it? Now, if you lost and you say, I don't, why should we worship seminal fluid? That makes no sense. Like that's sexual stuff. And everybody come from sex, and everybody started out as that white substance. Life is a chemistry thing. White milk mixed with red blood is how you get people, type of thing. Menses blood and white juice from a man's balls. And that's how you get physical life. Whether you're talking an individual or the whole existence, the whole physical existence, it comes just like an individual. And so all starts with the primordial waters, which is your menses blood, and, the milk of magnesia, and milky honey. It's like in the Atrahasis when they say like Allah was sacrificed by the other lords of below. Allah is a minor god of intelligence, basically consciousness. Of course, ejaculation is consciousness. We are consciousness bound in our body. When your daddy ejaculated you, that was just the consciousness that you are. And of course, when that goes into the egg cell, now you got consciousness in body. And so when you're dealing with the Atrahasis or your ancient Sumerians, it speaks of a god, Allah, that was a minor god of intelligence, basically, like y'all Jesus character. But I'm about to explain something in regards to that. And so Allah was sacrificed by the lords of below to the clay. Speaking of the egg cell, the body. You get it? And all the other lords of below, they spit into the clay. You follow? And this is explaining before the manifestation of light, Yoki substance. Meaning in the Atrahasis, when they're explaining how the god sacrificed the other god and they all spit in the clay, this is speaking before ejaculation. You follow? They speaking of what transpires. Man ejaculate or he orgasm, but this all precede him, if that makes sense. Before you was physical, ejaculation was, and the manifestation and the manifesting of that white substance was. That substance predate man. It's the fabric of mankind. And so do you get my point? When you're dealing with the Atrahasis, or even when you're dealing with the Popol Vuh, this is your ancient Mayans rendition of First Father and how he was sacrificed, to become everything you see in the world. And it always got to do with the lords of below. In the Popol Vuh, they talk about the ball game. The egg cell is like a ball. But let's keep it on the Atrahasis. So all the lords of below, they sacrificed this god. And of course, in all the ancient texts, you got that same story of a great god or a minor god, but the god representing intelligence is sacrifice. Even if you go to ancient Egypt, so Osiris was sacrificed. I didn't say sperm, I said semen. Sperm are inside semen. They're two separate things. The sperm cells are just your fallen demon. When your daddy ejaculate out the substance, that substance raised them up from below, but the substance is the consciousness state, the seed in it. Like how you a multi-cell organism. So before that, you was a multi-cell substance. You follow? Ejaculation is its own deity or its own person before body. Like I said, you a multi-cell organism. Well, that substance that you start as, it was a multi-cell substance that became the multi-cell organism that you are. But we speaking of the substance, the sperm cell. Y'all will be the sperm cell on the next level of life. Like y'all will be the shit down below, waiting for the spirit of God to raise y'all up out that abyss. This is where y'all religion come from. It's explaining real science in real life, but y'all don't understand. So y'all just going through y'all cycles or levels of consciousness, so to say. Not being aware of anything while you're there. So it's a deep thing. Peace and wisdom. You ain't got to be sorry. It's for you to grasp, champ. You got sperm, and then you got the substance. The substance is the consciousness. And that's what give the sperm consciousness. Wake them up out of they slumber. This is why if you read in the Bible, when they say like Jesus is going to save mankind, it's speaking from that perspective. Jesus being the spirit of life or that substance I explained to y'all. And you get it? That substance raised things back to life. There's nothing more powerful than that substance. That's why Osiris is made in the image of a sperm cell. So you grasp. Ejaculation is, the spirit or it's the form of man, but the blueprint of the form. So when the semen go inside the egg cell, then it make the eggshell take the shape of whatever was in the blueprint. So you can look at the seminal fluid as the consciousness of the being and the blueprint of what it looked like. And that if a dog ejaculate into another dog, the seminal fluid tell that egg cell how to look. You get my point? It's the architect. Over here, like they say, like Jesus is the architecture of life, or God is the architect of life, is speaking in that perspective. If you understand that God is that substance, a pure consciousness before it's bound into the body, and that substance ain't nothing more powerful than it. It raised up the dead. And so you get my point? Like I said, that substance raised up the dead. When you're dealing with the Bible, that character is the personification of that substance, but how can I put it? It's blaspheming it, and that shall not getting a proper understanding. And so, like I said, in ancient When you're dealing with your ancient text, they have the sacrificing of this minor god. When you're dealing with the atrahasis, which is really pronounced the atrocis, like atrocis. When you're reading in the Bible where they say the Jews came together and they sacrificed Jesus, you get it? They're playing off older texts that's explaining what I'm explaining to y'all, but they don't want y'all to grasp what I'm explaining or what the older text was explaining. So it's written into a personification type of way. In that, this divine holy substance become a man, and all that sacrifice him become physical as well, even though that's not what the true understanding is. The true understanding is explaining before. You get my point? It's explaining before you even get to the physical and how you get there, how the holy substance even get pushed into the physical. And that we're all the Christ bound to the vessel. And so the message is for y'all, meaning when Jesus is speaking in the text, he's speaking as the Holy Spirit in man, telling man, you get it? You are me and I am you. And you get my point? You have to carry it this kind of way. Other than that, your body is going to conquer you. Meaning when y'all die, y'all going to be stuck in your body. And you're going to be stuck there till you give it up, you know? Like the world. Y'all bound to the world in y'all mind. And everything going on in it. You bound to your daughter, your son, your wife, your husband, whatever. You get my point? And it's bound to your mind. And that when you die, you still attached to the world in your mind. And that you stuck in the body. That's why if you read like Islamic scholarship, they speak of the angels that come and free the soul from the body. Like that. But when it's ready, you say when is the soul ready to get released from the body? When it give up the world. When it give up the body. And so, niggas that died 50 years ago still lost in their body. Their body done disintegrated already, but they lost in the darkness of their mind, the unconsciousness. Like kind of when y'all in dream, y'all in unconscious realms, in the places that are there. And y'all move about an experience, you know, when that the world. But when you die, that dream space just become like afterlife. And you get it, man becomes stuck there. He gets stuck in his thoughts. That's all dream is you living out your past thoughts or future thoughts. All it is the present though. Meaning all you have is the presence. There's no time. There's just the presence. Mind get to wandering into the past and his mind get to wandering into the future. But the only thing there is the presence. Most never reach that. If any of y'all want to give back, you can click the link in the description. Like I said, most people live their whole life never in the presence. Y'all either in the past in y'all mind or in the future. Thinking of future thoughts or thinking of past experiences. And this is what y'all dream out. Meaning y'all soul have insight. Your eyes have sight, but your soul have insight. It have its own eye and it can see and experience what it see. And it see what it know. Like that. And that a soul could get lost in its own same way you can get lost in your own head in the physical, where nigga got to snap you out of it like you lost. Well, without your body, can you grasp how deep that is? Get lost in your thoughts and you ain't got no physical vessel. You can be lost for a while. You're daydreaming with no body, but how long that daydream gonna last? And so it's like I told y'all in previous videos. Y'all gonna die and set until y'all dream, and y'all gonna be there until y'all become aware. You follow? And that could take an eternity. You see how y'all ain't aware right now. Y'all in a dream right now, but when I say that to y'all, most of y'all probably like, I ain't in no dream, I'm awake. You in a dream. That's why everything weird here. That's why everything just happened like a movie or a play. It's just repeat. You say, nah, this ain't dream. When you in dream, you can't tell the difference between a dream and physical life. When you dream in this physical life to you until you wake up, then you say, no, that was a dream. But how can you say the difference? When you was in the dream, so you wasn't paying the physical life no mind, and now that you in the physical, so you say, man, fuck, that was the dream. Seem like wherever you go, to you, that's what's real. But how can you say the dream wasn't real and this is real? You leave them both. Again, you leave both of them. You gonna leave physical awake. But you say, Solace, no, it's not a dream. How? You leave it. What's the difference between this physical awakeness and you watching me now and when you falling asleep? Nothing. They both real until you leave it to you. The dream is real until you wake up out of it. And physical life is real to y'all till y'all fall into unconsciousness. Like that. You got unconsciousness, you got dream conscious, and you got physical awake conscious. And that's the Trinity, the Godhead. The three parts of the mind space. This is all you. Meaning a lot of people think they scholars. Think like what's this dude name that supposedly ended Billy Carson's career? A white boy. You think he a deep scholar. But grasp this. He doesn't have a mind to realize that he can't disprove Billy Carson or anybody on the Bible because the Bible is based on a belief. The Bible in all books written that's associated with Christianity, these books is written in support of a belief. Listen, the belief that Jesus, this man, died for our sins. I'm gonna let you go, champ. You're getting on my last nerves, please. Y'all stupid. Now, all these books, whether we speaking of the Bible or any Christian book, even the apocryphal books, nobody could debate with another person that that book is wrong or this book is right concerning Christianity, because Christianity is a belief system. And these books are all written under the basis that there was this man that walked this earth and died for our sins. All these books is written to support a belief that a man died for our sins and going to return or something, right? How can somebody be wrong on a belief? How can the Bible be the right book over one of the apocryphal books if both these books is written about something that ain't a truth, but a belief? That's like me debating with you about Santa Claus. And you say, man, you got Santa Claus wrong. How can I have something that's fake wrong? Again, how can I have something that's fake wrong? How can the apocryphal book be wrong, but the Bible is right and both the books is talking about something fake? That part. This how dumb y'all are. Wes Huff. Wes Huff is stupid. I know he got a lot of following and he's probably really smart to him. And he probably say, man, Billy Carson was really smart. He feel proud like I dusted off Billy Carson. You didn't. You're dumb. You're stupid in Billy Carson. Because y'all are debating things that ain't got nothing to do with the truth. You can't tell somebody they wrong because their ideal or perspective of a belief, which is not the truth, is wrong. Again, the God got to come back and save y'all for the belief to become a truth. You follow? Until then, what we talking about? In that, you can have any perspective you want of it. And everybody could write a book that they want about this belief. And none of y'all could say this one is wrong over that one. How? It can't be. In that, when Wes Huff is discrediting Billy Carson because he say he got some information wrong, how? Y'all not even talking about the truth. We live in a time where y'all don't know that belief ain't the truth. Some of y'all say belief could become the truth. Well, I'm glad you know that it ain't the truth. Otherwise, you wouldn't have had to think that or say it. Again, I know some of y'all brains say, man, a belief could become the truth. That mean it ain't the truth. And in that, how's y'all having debates about beliefs and actually think somebody won or lost? Mind you, all the books is writing about an ideal of this God. And so it starts there with the understanding of the God. Once you understand the God and the whole story accurately, then you could say what's right or wrong. That part. You can't be a follower of this book or that book. The books ain't got nothing to do with the truth of the matter. The books got to do with the belief. The belief ain't the truth. It's a belief. If I tell you, do you believe me? That means you don't know if I'm telling the truth or not. You just choosing to take it as that. You can believe anything you want, but that ain't the truth still. And when men lose sight of that, so do you get my point? Y'all be online dumb the hell out. Now, most of the people that Wes Huff and Billy Carson talking to just regular people. You don't have a divine intellect or a higher level of awareness. And that, do you get it? They don't grasp, like, how could I put it? Wes, what is his name? I'll find it again. I'm sorry, brother Wes Huff. Wes Huff is probably really wise to some of y'all, but he wouldn't have last 30 seconds. How long did it take me to just explain what I did? In regards to, like, you can't debate beliefs. That's not the truth. However long that took me to explain that to y'all just now is how long he would have lasted. What is he gonna say to that? No, you're wrong? Fuck are you smoking? When I speak, it's irrefutable. We're not dealing with nothing but the truth. You can't debate the truth. You can only debate beliefs and guesses. In that, I say, man, Wes Huff wouldn't last. He'd last 30 seconds if I let him, but he wouldn't last 5 seconds. I could explain it faster. Like that. Y'all egos is so out the window, y'all don't even have a perspective of reality no more. And that you got two popular dudes debating about beliefs. You can't debate beliefs. You can debate beliefs, but it's never going to get you nowhere. You can't debate the truth because you get my point. You look fucking retarded after that. Again, all those books is written on the basis of a man dying for the sins of mankind. But that's a belief. That's not a truth that happened. That's something y'all waiting for to happen. In that, how can you say this book is wrong or that book is wrong about that belief? If it ain't happened yet, you can't say none of them wrong. You can't argue a belief. You got to be half retarded. And that it lets you see Christians actually convince themselves that belief is the truth now. They don't have faith no more in hope that God is real. They convince themselves he already is. And that, do you see how y'all gone? Y'all don't believe in God no more. Y'all don't care about God. You've already convinced yourself that a lie was the truth and never got no proof on it. And so again, Wes Huff wouldn't last 25 fucking seconds with me. What would he say back to that? There's nothing you could say to that. That's the truth. You can't debate no beliefs, and both of y'all made a fool out of y'allself. That part. That's why I tell y'all, whoever y'all get and think that they could debate me, I'm on a whole nother level of awareness. Y'all wouldn't last 35 seconds, the best of y'all. You wouldn't get past the first initial question or statement. Meaning the first thing I say to you or ask you is going to be over. because you didn't even begin to think on it yet. And that you're gonna panic, and you get my point. And that's me taking it easy on y'all. Meaning what I just did, that's easy. I wasn't trying to like. I don't want you to get lost where you say, "Oh, he posed a good question." Oh, I'll go into the scholarship. West Huff won't last. You could rewind this back about 20 minutes. I was breaking down deep scholarship on Jesus the right way. Last 15 seconds. None of you get the Jewish rabbi. He gonna get the same work. Meaning if you black, you better eat like standing up. This ain't no joke. One of your own will smoke all these niggas' boots and wisdom. From the white scholars to any race you want. You can go get the Japanese. I will dust them off in 5 seconds. Nobody's gonna get past my opening statement or my first question. Your brain ain't begin to think on things that I know. I'm gonna say that again. You haven't even begin to think about stuff that I already came to terms with. In that, you get it, y'all like kids. I watch y'all, I say, man. You said Terrence Howard could debate you. Terrence Howard don't even know grade school math. So you get my point. I already dealt with him the same way I dealt with Wes Huff, but you get my point. These people got enough intellect to know they wouldn't last 5 seconds with me. Some of y'all just slow, but ain't nobody that teach or got knowledge believe that they could beat me in wisdom. And so do you get my point? Y'all gotta get y'all brains together. If you know you're not wiser than somebody, but you still teaching, then that means you dumbing people out. Knowing that, like that, y'all become that, opposers of truth, because you went with lack of understanding first. Meaning you made your lack of understanding the truth. And that when the real truth was presented to you, you become the opposition of it, or you view it as your opposition. And this is how most of y'all become the Satan in life. Somebody that's blocking people from getting the truth. But you get it? Y'all don't have no awareness. Let's say you were teaching, you say, man, I block solace. Maybe you got pulled somewhere. You blackball me off. You ain't do nothing to me. You can't take wisdom out my mind. All you did was block off whoever could have got it. And you know what that make you? If you remove me out the way? An opposer of the truth. Now, most of y'all that do these things, you didn't think on that to say, hold on, I didn't start out to be the person that blocked people from truth. I just got lost in arguing and debating and competing with this nigga. And I just want to block him. That's how that happened. You get my point? Meaning people fall into being a liar in that way, never becoming aware of it. In that, they actually work against the truth, never taking account for it. All the time feeling like, no, I'm in the truth. But you overlooked the moment that the truth was brought to you and you didn't measure up. It's a pride thing. And so you get my point? Y'all get lost in y'all way real fast. I'm gonna let you go in a minute, Lil Rush. Let me go on ahead and let you go. You a tackiness I don't deal with, you feel me? Like a poverty. Got to get lost, my boy. Please don't come back. The sun and moon resurrects itself every day, just like half of these religious stories. Sun and moon don't resurrect they self, just like you don't resurrect yourself in the morning. And there's higher glories above y'all, but y'all unaware. And because y'all unaware, it's like I said, dumb is a disrespect. I'll say, my God, it's this beat up nigga on the cross. He gonna save me from my death. You dumb. But your dumb is disrespectful to the God that raised you up out your unconsciousness every morning. The morning is yours. It's a definite you gotta wake up out your unconsciousness tomorrow? No. You could stay in that motherfucker and die like many have already. You know how many people die in their sleep? That part. Y'all wake up out y'all sleep. Y'all resurrected from y'all death. Meaning this God y'all call Jesus, that ain't no man, but is that an actual spirit in life? The spirit within mankind that raised him up out of that? I don't have no acknowledgement for that. I'll say, no, my God is that nigga inside that church building. He's my Lord and Savior. And so your ignorance is a disrespect to the divine force that's within you. That's why I say dumb is a disrespect. And don't ever think because you dumb, you ain't disrespecting somebody with your dumb. And so you get my point? Y'all ignorance is a disrespect to God, but y'all ain't even aware of it. And this is what dumb is all about. The dumbing down, so to say. I like what you put a lion Zion with the row your boat. And so, yeah, physical life is a dream. Let me finish that, like I was saying. Physical life is an extension of dream, and dream is more real than physical life. You say how? Y'all don't even remember physical life when y'all in dream, but y'all do remember dream when y'all in physical life, or y'all like to try to. Again, y'all remember the place, but you may not remember what happened. But you like, nah, no dream. I'm talking to you about dream right now. You don't remember the dream you had yesterday, maybe. But you know what I'm talking about. In a dream. Dream is the same as physical life. It's that place y'all be going. But it's no different than the physical world. It's the same. It be people there and all that. Like that. When y'all there, y'all don't even have a thought about physical life. Your kids in it, nothing. But when y'all in physical life, y'all do have a little remembrance of dream. And so I'll say again, dream more real than the physical. The physical is dream manifested. The unconscious darkness, you know, that thing that take y'all whole life force away, where y'all don't even know y'all exist. You don't remember your kids exist or nothing in life. This is y'all when y'all unconscious and sleep and completely lost your own self or a sense that you exist. That dark space manifests as dream, meaning when the lights come on in that place, and you see the places in it. Lucid physical life, so to say. And that dream realm or space manifests physically. And everything y'all see in the physical world is just the afterlife or the underworld manifested. So that's why I say this is hell. Y'all stuck here. As a mind, y'all leave here, y'all go into the dark unconsciousness, and then y'all get thrown back in the physical life or the day. And this happened for the course of your whole life. You get stuck here so long, you start getting wrinkled and old. Y'all call it age, but you stuck. If I tell y'all, leave physical life right now, go beyond unconscious. Don't come back like that. You ain't got no control. You say the most I could do, Solace, is go to sleep. That's me leaving the physical life. But somehow I always get pinged back here, man. That part. You was 5 years old, you went to sleep, and you woke up back here. And you're 50 now. That's how many times that happened. But you never realized anything. Like, oh, I think I'm stuck in this day. Y'all think it's 7 days in a week and 30 days in a month. Y'all have no understanding. There's one day I come and go from it and I can't figure out how to get the hell out of it. What do you think they send spaceships up into dark space and all of that, exploring it? That part, that's the unconsciousness. As above, so below. They trying to get out. We stuck. Shit is deeper than jail. You stuck in this thing called the day, a rising, setting sun, morning and night, and you can't leave it, no matter how hard you try. And so, do you get my point? Now, you can leave it, but y'all don't have the awareness to grasp things. I've already explained these things. I don't feel like explaining it right now because I'm 2 hours in and I'm about to depart. But hopefully y'all grasp, what y'all got. Trill Chris said dreams are difficult to remember. I barely remember y'all physical days, so. Romeo said, do you think Elon Musk will colonize Mars? Yeah, y'all lost in make-believe talk. You get my point? Mars is over in Argentina, man. If you lost, you say, what is he talking about? If you out in space, so you got your 7 heavens. Venus, Mercury, Earth, Mars. Your orbs, your 7 chakra, whatever you want to call it. If you in a spaceship and you flying into the blue orb, which is Earth, then you coming where you do. I guess somewhere in the middle. Let's say you fly into Mars. I know they got y'all thinking Mars is hella far and all of that. But it's right over Argentina. You get it? Look at it like this. All the land is just one land and you have orbs over them. Like, to let you into it. In that, it's hard to explain. Y'all kind of lost, but when they showing y'all Mars, they showing y'all Argentina. Deep out though, like close to Antarctica. But some of y'all may say, yeah, I already knew that. Well, then why y'all still acting like it's Mars? Why they gotta show y'all Argentina if they can go to Mars? Why? Again, why show you Argentina if they can go to Mars? It's because, like I said, Argentina, that desert over there, when you get far, far south, it's under Mars, or what y'all would call Mars. And you get it? And go beyond the ice. You go in the lands that's under different, we call them planets. Mars is a planet, right? I don't know what I mean. I call them the solar bodies, make up the solar system. But as you moving down south or going up north, you're going to what y'all will call different planets, let's say. This is why y'all not allowed to go beyond like certain points, south and north. Because then y'all going into what we would call other planets, but it really ain't other planets if you understand this. It's like lights over certain areas or orbs. You got your 7 chakra. In Jewish mysticism, them chakra are called Sephiroth. And so you get it? Of course, in Jewish mysticism, you got 10 Sephiroth, but 3 of them is the Godhead or the mind, like I explained to y'all. Unconscious mind, dream state mind, and physical awake mind. That's the Trinity of self, or the Godhead, and that's unseen. And so then you have 7 Sephiroth left. It's the same as your 7 chakra or your 7 tones of creation. These 7 tones are 7 sounds, being like airs, coming together, manifesting, that divine substance of life that I was explaining to y'all. And so, this all coincides with the levels of awareness, meaning them 7 chakra, it's just 7 deadly sins: greed, lust, envy, so on and so forth. And those 7 chakra align with your spine, and them 24 individual vertebra are them 24 steps of the spine that lead to God conscious or the self conscious, which is below. It have to do with that. So your lumbar spine is aligned with your belly. This is like lust and greed. You get my point? Your lower thoracic part of the spine is like this area. That's like pride and sloth. And you get it? Your next chakra, this is like the rest. But those 7 deadly sins or those 7 chakras on is, the consciousness evolving beyond these 7 deadly sins or 7 chakra or 7 states of awareness. Like I said, it's 24 levels of awareness, but there's 7 chakra all over the spine. And that you get it and go up your levels. But most people, they low in awareness, meaning y'all in y'all greed and lust state of mind or lower level of awareness. Most people have not reached that God. Most people have not reached that God space of understanding. If I make a children's book, it's not going to be about anything I discuss. You get my point? It'll just be a simple children's book about stuff for kids. Now, you have those levels of awareness, 24, like I said. As minds, we have to ascend to the highest or beyond the highest realm, which would be, your all thought, all God, so to say. And that this is when y'all start thinking on the consciousness of the highest conscious, if that makes sense. You see how when I speak, I bring things to y'all awareness y'all ain't even begin to think about? You could use this whole video. I gave y'all an example with the Million Man March. Y'all ain't even think about that. A whole bunch of other things. I even gave, what's his name? Wes Huff. I gave him something to think about that ain't popping his head, or he would have never even wasted his time with Billy Carson. Y'all not aware of anything. Meaning y'all on a level of conscious that's, like I said, lower down chakras, greed and lust. Y'all ain't get up to there. And that, you get my point? Y'all don't see like I see. Y'all don't know like I know. It's just strange to y'all. Like, how this nigga know that? It's an awareness thing, raising your consciousness. But this is all dependent on balance and honor. Meaning you got to be fair in your mindset and you have to be honest with self. Y'all want things to be what y'all want them to be. Y'all bias minded or unmature minded. Still like infants almost. Move on y'all emotions. And heart chakra type of thing. Kind of move on y'all emotions. There's no logical thought. And it's because that y'all haven't raised y'all awareness or y'all consciousness. And some people can't. Like I say, once you play with lie, you curse yourself. That's why the Bible say they be blind, deaf, and dumb. They gonna have eyes, but they ain't gonna be able to see nothing. They gonna have ears, but they ain't gonna be able to hear nothing. If you come to my channel and you listen to me, you get it? You get those vibes. You say this dude is hella deep, but they don't seem to hear or like see like what this nigga is. You get my point? Like that. They blind, deaf, and fucking dumb. If you a person and you watch this video and you say to yourself, man, I think he's just a regular dude. Like, I never seen nothing special about blood like that. You blind. You blind, deaf, and dumb. You got people that say, I see clearly who he is. You say, man, they stupid. They stupid. Why they think dude's so wise? You worship some regular nigga. Fuck, you a Hebrew. You idolize Captain Tazariak or some shit. Nah, and Captain Tazariak in 5 seconds. He wouldn't last with West Huff, Captain Tazariak. But I'll end West Huff career in 15 seconds. So it'd be worse. It'd be worse for blood. But do you get my point? Like that. Some of y'all blind, deaf, and dumb, but it's a curse against you. You can't help it. Meaning, if I bring awareness to you in some way, you're going to take offense. Why? There's forces above us all. They do y'all how they want. They say you don't get no wisdom. It don't matter how much wisdom I give out, you won't get it. Like that. I say, why y'all be coming here to argue? I don't know. Oh, why y'all don't come and just get the deep ass wisdom? I don't know. Like that. You got forces in life that control the tide going in and the tide going out, the sun raising, the sun setting, and you get my point? Every other aspect of life, even y'all. It's like that. You gotta be balanced and you gotta be balanced or fair and honest. Balance and honor, as I always say. If you're not that, the forces that run over like wisdom will cut you off. And that, you get my point? You just be confused trying to figure out things however you can. Being fully aware that you're confused and don't know anything. I said you'll be fully aware that you're confused and truly don't know anything, but you won't know how to fix that. In that, you know you cursed. Meaning if some of y'all going through this right now, where you like, yeah, Solid's right, I be doing that. He be breaking down shit, I be getting mad. Taking offense for no damn reason. Like I can't control myself. You curse. Playing with lies too much and gossiping and acting like you dumb when it's convenient. Now you really are. And you have to become aware and say, okay, this shit really is real. I done dumb myself out playing with lies, acting like I ain't got no morals. You like the nigga in jail for mad long. He's still playing on himself. He say he the victim. He say he a victim of his environment. He got 12, 13, 14 years in jail. He convinced his mind it ain't his fault that he shoot people and shit. It's his environment fault, and he's the victim. And the mind can cave in all the way in that way. Where you get it? You just descend down and down and down more and more and more. Never becoming aware of your actions. And so if you somebody like that, you got to take the initiative to be fair and honorable in your ways when you're dealing with people. Get the mind back open. Outside of that, if you let your pride, keep controlling you, you get my point? You're going to get blinded more and more and deaf more and more and you get it? I suppose you got a circle of dumb people that think they the wisest people on the planet, completely oblivious to reality. And so, probably be a part of that. Dum-dums. This thing go deep, though. Hopefully y'all grasp. Now I'm about to depart. Now, if y'all have any questions before I slide, y'all can ask. This video is going to be a channel members video. So if you didn't see it all the way through, you're going to have to become a channel member. Like I said, y'all have to give back. Just become a channel member. It would make me know, never mind. And so I'm about to depart. It's supper time. Hopefully y'all grasp. All that y'all can. The most thing is for y'all to grasp, the awareness of self is declining. It's supposed to be, becoming broader, where you're aware of things that I shouldn't have to tell you. And so y'all keep playing around with this online box and all these different kinds of people when you get my point. Remember when I first came and I said, man, the way y'all whore y'all minds around, like how y'all listen to this person and that person and that person, y'all kind of just whore y'all minds around, like pass it around like a whore. You don't even consider if this person know what they talking about or not. Y'all just share y'all mind freely to anybody that want to fill it up with something. And I told y'all, I said, man, 3, 4, 5 years from now, y'all gonna be dumb as hell. And a lot of y'all said, man, that's stupid. I could get wisdom from here and wisdom from there and wisdom from there. You just trying to stop us from getting wisdom. Now look at you. Y'all dumb and confused. You don't even know what I said from what the next person said. It's all scrambled in there. You ain't no wiser than when I first told you that. That part. Now I'll go against wisdom. Meaning if damage you doing to yourself. That's why I say, man, you got to keep track of the lies you are not in your understanding. At least a thread. Every time you overlook a truth, you put a knot in it. That part. Can you imagine a thread with 50 knots in it? You think you're going to get one of them knots out of thread? You can't get no knot out, no thread. You could try though. Like that. If you grasp the mind to be like that, y'all will watch how y'all play with law. If you come to realize, shit, once my mind get tangled up, it's like a thread. I ain't going to be able to untangle it. Like that. And y'all start going on in y'all own mind, you know, defending y'all dishonorable ways or finding ways to justify it. And it just tangle and, you know, tarnish the mind more and more. Until most of y'all ain't even got no morals no more. Somebody tell you something simple that's a common sense moral value and you debating against it like, no. And so keep in mind the things I say. Trail Chris said more than meets the eye. I don't know what you mean by that. If you talking about like me, most of y'all look like peasants in my presence. I want to hold you like I could be a model. So just keep that in mind. I don't in your mind like Wes Huff and them is better than him. If you synced us together in person, you get my point? Y'all look like tackies in my presence. But it's only because I could be a model. So I give y'all that. Like, but that's the real reality of it. You get my point? I clean up, y'all look like the lesser shit. You know, pull up in the Elon Musk spaceship or some shit, but that ain't gonna help you. And so get the wisdom. That's the main thing. The unseen forces. Unseen ain't got nothing to do with the eye. You get my point? But all manifest in the physical. So day and night, an unseen thing manifested. Y'all unconscious mind and y'all conscious mind. Like that. You can't see your consciousness or your unconsciousness, but it manifests out in the physical as day and night. So you get a perspective to look at it. And everything you see in life, in the duality thing, it's an unseen thing manifested physically. That's why I say you have to learn from nature, out in nature, and look at all the happenings, the duality in it. Most of y'all, like I said, you plagued with lies, so you blind, deaf, and dumb. You probably ain't gonna notice anything. I'd have to bring it to your awareness, but everything is unseen things manifested physically, so y'all can experience it or see different aspects of yourself. This is why you see people, so you can see different aspects of yourself. Everybody you see is just a talent, a flaw, or some aspect of self, you know? Meaning something you becoming or lesser quality of self. You follow? You see the same bum on the street every day begging for change on your way to work. That bum is an aspect of yourself manifested. And one day you will become aware. If you do, maybe you won't. And your best friend is a manifestation of a quality of self. It could be a good one or a bad one. And every person in this planet that you connect with or know is some sort of aspect of yourself manifested. You got a bully, Yeah, you beat yourself up a lot inside. And so this bully is the manifesto of that. As the mind becomes ripe, you start to notice these things. You start to clear up aspects of yourself that's no good so they don't manifest outside of self. You say, damn, Silas, I got a bully. Well, it's going to start with you stop bullying and beating up yourself. Then your security gets solid. From there, nobody bully you on the physical, but you insecure now. You get bullied because you're not confident. You're not confident because you beat yourself up inside. Maybe your mama, your daddy, or somebody pumped that into your ears. Now it's in your world, and it repetitively beats you down. And that bully that you have is just a manifestation of that. Your fears and your insecurities. And when you clean those up, the bully will go away. Meaning the bully won't be able to bully you no more. Some of y'all had a bully when you was younger, and you and that bully became friends at some point. Meaning the bully came to realize I can't bully this person no more. They not having that. Like that. There was an aspect of yourself you overcame. And that you overcame the outer aspect of it. And so it's like I said, pay attention to everything you connect with. Because it's an aspect of self manifested physically so you can see. It's one thing to feel self, but to see it. It's one thing to feel falling into unconsciousness, but then to see nighttime. I ain't talking about night in your city where you got street lights, but I'm talking about countryside night, the middle of the forest night, like that. The sun burning in that light, and it give you a perspective of, oh, I have a lamp inside myself. You know, that thing that keep me warm, even when it's chilly outside. That part, your consciousness is the burning furnace that raises and sets. No different than you see it outside of self. And so, that's a deep thing. And so it's a deep thing. Hopefully y'all grasp. Hey, yeah, the mind can become like a needle in a haystack. The mind can become like a light that take up all the space. You get it? My wisdom like the sun. Disturb some of y'all. I don't like that nigga that much. You don't like the sun either. And get glasses for it. But you know the glory in it. Like that. Nobody challenges the sun. Nobody challenges Big Usia. You know that. It's a waste of time. 35 seconds. That's right. 35 seconds. That's all I'll need. And so kind of grasp. Man got to grow in groups all together. Otherwise, you get my point. You're going to outgrow a lot of things. Whatever you bonded to or whatever's your friend, family, y'all are all connected by mind and mindset. If any of y'all begin to raise above the others in mindset, it will break the bond. You won't see them the same and they won't see you the same. It will start to become a contrast the more wiser you become. Because wise and dumb is opposite. Do you follow? In that, most of the people I grew up with, I can't hang with them. The conversation too stupid. Y'all speaking but make beliefs and things that ain't got nothing to do with reality right in y'all face. In that, I'm so wise, my friends annoy me. Like that. You know how it is to get so wise? You talking to your mama and you like, damn, she ain't that smart. Watch how fast you get wise. It start to disconnect you from the physical. Now, if you a solid type of person, so I guess this is a glorious thing. But if you weak, maybe you stay dumb a while and safe there. You get my point? Outside of that, ascending mind, with caution, slow. Take your time. Don't get too wise too fast. Romeo Akbar says, so even a spouse is just a reflection of yourself. I don't pick women and men how y'all are in the moment. Time past, y'all say, I can't believe I was with that person. You was there, you was that. Then, in mind, y'all connected in mind. All relationships got to do with the mind or the emotional state. Y'all bind to each other because y'all have the same hardship emotionally, or y'all either on the same level of awareness. But that don't mean y'all gonna stay like that. And so you get my point? I meet a lot of people that like me and I like them back, but it's hard to explain. I'm too aware. And you get it? I'm too neat. I probably annoy most of y'all just from being like too neat. I probably used to get on my baby mamas and them nerves with that shit. Cause women like to throw their shoes and shit around. I come in the house, I put my shoes in the box, and you get my point? Shit, where y'all like, who really do that? Like, you can't just take your shoes off and kick them in the corner. Nah, I open up the box they came out of and put them in there, hang my coat up and put everything where it belong. If something is out of its place, then I feel like my mind is out of its place a little bit. Because your outer space is a reflection of your mind space. The wiser you get, you don't even like things like, you just want open space. You get my point? You don't want nothing in it. You could tell how wise the person is. Think of an old lady. You go in her house. She got furniture from decades just stacking up. You can barely walk through her living room because you like, damn, she got so much shit in here, man. What the hell? You go in a young person house, maybe they only got like one couch, one flat screen. They got nothing but empty space. A younger person mind more clear than the older person. They've been carrying a lot over the years. They mind is cluttered, so they outer space be cluttered. You can always tell how clear the mind is and the frequency of the mind from the outer space and how empty or full it is. And so it's a deep thing. I'd have to meet a woman that, I don't know, she'd have to be quite special. Because I suppose I'm quite strange. I mean, women been around me. I guess they'll probably say, nah, he kind of regular. I don't know. It's something about him. It's like I said, they probably all tell you that. Like, that nigga neat. Like, you keep picking up my shit. Pick up short coat, put it on it like that. I'm like that. I'm going to get annoyed. Like, in that, you probably like, damn, this nigga keep picking up my stuff after me and shit like that. Like, I'm a kid. That's how y'all be. Y'all take offense to a lot of things I do. It don't even be about you. It be about me, though. Like, I'm going to get angry if your coat just laying around. Take off your sock and throw it on the side. I'm going to get aggy. I'm going to keep seeing it. Like, now why you couldn't put that shit somewhere? And so you get it? The wiser you get, and everything just get cleansely. The mind get cleansely. Your ways get cleansely. You get my point? And you don't have a need for many things. So if I'm looking for a woman, let's say I'm looking at a woman, I don't see none of her physical stuff like she got this dope car, this dope house. I'm trying to see like how her mind is and how much she need to feel important in life, because then I know the extent of the poverty that she is. You follow? I just want her for the company. I don't want nothing from her, so I don't care what she got. I got my own shit. You follow? People who not wise, they don't look at, they still dependent. So they dependent on things they don't even need. And that when they looking for a spouse, they already got money, but they like, I can't deal with nobody if they ain't got money. Why would you care? You got money. You need something? And that they be like, no, but it's just the point. Meaning they mind haven't thought things through clearly. They heard that, they repeat it. They never took the time out to think, okay, I'm financially straight. I don't need to look for nobody that's financially straight because I'm past those hardships. That's something you do when you broke and you need to come up. Some of y'all ain't broke no more, but you still have that mindset. And that you don't meet the person that you truly supposed to be with because you're still moving in mental poverty and trying to impress people, which is a impoverished thing. You don't have much, so you're looking for a guy to have a lot of money or a girl to have a lot of money. You're overly concerned and thinking about how you appear because you need opportunity and things like that. So you're always thinking like, what can I do? You're dependent. You're not free. Like that. Meaning a lot of y'all are poor, but you don't have an awareness to realize. You're not showing that you a baller. And you're showing that you poor. And that you come from it so deeply that even when you get money, you get it, it doesn't even matter. You're never cured of the poverty. And so you get my point? It's a deep thing. You look at a person, like I said, when I look at people, I don't think about what y'all got because I don't need anything. And that it become pointless. What am I looking at your money for? I got my own money in my pocket. I've been growing a long time, taking care of myself and buying my own things. It wouldn't matter to me if you bought me something or did something for me. I only concern with is if you and I can trust you and you good company, meaning you like to have fun. And so how can you find a wife like that in the daytime? Most of y'all say you probably you probably can't find somebody that ain't shy. I'd have to find a woman that lives on a farm somewhere by herself. And that I know she's stable with self. It ain't gonna take much to please her. She already know how to please herself and she got into happiness. And that all I gotta do is add to that. I ain't to be jumping through hoops to make her happy. She already is. She understands things like how I do. When y'all in relationships, y'all put y'all burden on the other partner. It becomes like a poverty thing. Most relationships don't work because one or both parties don't let go. You get it? Y'all got fears inside. Y'all got scars inside. So when you meet somebody, you don't let go all the way. You be like, nah, they probably up to something. Or maybe this or that. And that's what manifests for you. But imagine if y'all both just let go and said, nah, this is the love. And you get it? Ain't nothing gonna go wrong. Let's just get lost in each other. We don't need nothing. We gonna let the love provide. We just gonna serve the love. Most y'all have everything y'all wanted. But you got fears, so you don't let go. And that you be holding on to a thing, jumping to the next thing. And so keep that in mind if you somebody seeking out love. Seek it out until you ready to let go. Love is like jumping off a cliff. If you ain't got the heart, then just back up off it. You get it? Shit, you might hit the ground and you get it, lose. But you gotta have that mindset, like it don't matter. You know that's how love works. You can get your heart broken, fall on your face, but it's still good. And you get it. You hold on to the time that was good. You make it last as long as you can by letting go. You don't have to have no concerns on what the next person doing. Just tell them like I trust you. You're a rider. They probably ain't gonna do shit. It's all in the vibration of the mind. People can feel your mind. You know when your spouse feel like you're doing something wrong, so it make you feel like I might as well. A woman feel like her man cheating, she may do it anyway. She feel like she ain't getting no attention, maybe she do it anyway or do something else she ain't supposed to. Like that. Y'all have to control y'all emotions and just learn to let go. Trust, love, or what y'all supposed to be. Too many city girls nowadays, and they live by. Yeah, definitely that. I gotta find me an older woman like 44-ish, 45. And like I said, not lost into the materials and the shallow aspects of life. Y'all have a lot of women and a lot of people who have me lost like that, like into materialism. And it's y'all notice like what I have on. I don't care. You get my point? I just wear what I know to wear, just like you probably wear whatever you know to wear. You don't get wise and say, let me find a costume. That don't go together. Y'all don't look at things from real. If you really got wise, last thing you be thinking about is how you look. And that you gonna look like how you always did. Right? Only a person that ain't really wise gonna put a lot of concern into how they look. Cause they say I wanna look the part. Cause they ain't it. And that you get all the robes and the gowns and the costumes and all that bullshit. But nobody dressed like that no more. You follow? You wise, you just blend in. You just be how you was. The only thing that changes your mind and your speech. Those things being hidden. You can keep it hidden. In that, whoever know me, I don't have to reveal to them that I'm wise. They see me, they gonna see who they always knew. When I speak, then I tell on myself. They say, nah, blood different, but he looked the same though. Like I remember him to look. He still dressed like us, but his mind ain't like us. And so do you get it? It's like a wise man being hidden. He hide himself by just looking like how he always did. I throw on some wild shit, then y'all gonna say, oh, he changed. If I put on glasses and a turban and come with a dashiki on, y'all will be like, damn, I think Solace is evolving. But if I look like how I always look, then you get my point. Nobody won't know. And that's how you want to be when you wise. Nobody don't need to know unless they need to know. And that, don't look how you always looked. A look is a look. Who cares? It's what's beneath it. And that I get to see who true. You follow? I get to see who's shallow-minded. That's why I change a lot. I might have on dress clothes with a collar shirt and a vest, slacks. I might have on street clothes one day. Like that. It be changing. Where you like, he be looking different. I see how shallow y'all are. And what y'all notice. And so everything is wisdom. Now I'm about to depart. Chill-O-Matic, you gotta get out of all the black weirdo talk, champ. This ain't the place for that, man. Some of y'all are young, you get hyped up and manipulated so fast, and you get my point. Get your life together. Stop letting people pump problems in your head and just get your life together. From there, you get my point. And figure out things for yourself, what's important and what's not. A lot of y'all broke, and that's how they be getting you when you broke. It's like on the streets. They find the dirtiest, bummiest little kid and get him to selling the rock. He desperate. He need it. And a lot of y'all that. You're young and you're bummed out right now. You ain't got nothing going on. And so you an easy target to pump the fuck up, to start dumb talking, and you get my point? And it's just going to keep you on that broken down path longer than you need be. So take your ass to school or somewhere where you can make good use of your idle time. That way 3-4 years from now, at least you got a career you can step into if you choose to. Outside of that, y'all running around here getting brainwashed and exploited out by your own. And if any black group or black elder that you following ain't telling you to make good use of your idle time, you're pumping shit in your head where you feel like you need to go to war. That's not your elder. That's a coward. Your parents tell you to fight their battles for you, or do they tell you to take your goofy ass in the house for a second? That's how your elders, your group, supposed to deal with you. Will tell you to do dumb shit. A real elder gonna tell all the young, yo, y'all kick back right quick. I gotta do something. And you get my point? He ain't about to tell you, man, you know, back in the day, the white man did this and that to us. He gonna tell you, blood, the white man ain't do nothing. Go in the house right quick and put hands on the white man. Make sure you don't see it. So you stay good in your emotional state. And that's what a real elder gonna always do. Keep your emotional state and your mind cleansed, and they gonna excuse you. Take your ass in the room for a second while I deal with this. Y'all elders telling y'all all they problems they didn't deal with. The white man foot on your neck. The white man foot was on they neck and they ass and they ain't do nothing about it. And now they trying to pass that bump off to the young. And that shit ain't right. Let the young come up and live their life. You get it? They ain't got that problem. Y'all making them restart it. White man ready to give them opportunity, and you old ass niggas is brainwashing them under your bitterness. And so if you black and young, you better snap out of all that dumb shit, man. Ain't nobody your enemy except your ignorant ass mind. And so you make good use of your idle time. If you just sitting in the neighborhood not doing nothing, go get a trade. Now sitting and doing nothing is the same either way, but sitting in that trade school gonna at least manifest something for you a year later. And sitting on that bench ain't gonna do nothing for you but how you in a pokey in a year. And like I said, you make good use of your idle time. You avoid people trying to tell you got these obstacles and these obstacles, these oppressions. Should nobody be telling you got no oppressions if they don't see you getting oppressed in the moment. And that, you get my point. If you young, you handle your business, man. Stay focused. Make good use of your idle time and avoid groups because they're going to try to control you and then exploit you later. Meaning when you make something of yourself, here come your group. Acting like they own you, trying to take shit from you. And this is when most of y'all going to want out the group. You ain't shit right now. You're desperate to become and belong. But when you make something of yourself, then you're going to see the truth of your group. And so when I tell y'all these things, I'm just telling y'all from my own experience and what I know. It ain't about going against y'all groups. I wouldn't care about y'all groups. I'm grown, nigga. But I'm just telling you on a real level, grown or young, y'all groups gonna become y'all. Meaning they gonna be the end of y'all. They already are. Blood, Crip, Pan-African, Black Panther Party, man, y'all groups gonna be the end of y'all. And they already was. They already dealt with the Black Panther Party. Now we got a new Black Panther Party and they gonna get the same shit. They already dealt with Malachi York. Then you have Polite pop up. He's the new baby Malachi York. They dealt with him too, the same way. And Eligio is a Yorkie and they dealt with him the same way. And they gonna deal with y'all like they already did. Y'all don't have no awareness to say, I ain't no fucking Yorkie because I know what's gonna happen to Yorkies. They own gonna throw them under the bus. Why you think Polite in jail from one of his own? Why Eligio in jail? From his own following. Why is Dr. Malachi York in jail? Stay out of groups. It's simple. You already was given a lesson by life. Come more into yourself. A group can't make you you. And so you got to just grow into yourself and be able to mingle with different crowds, but don't let nobody own you. You hang around the Bloods, hang around the Crips, hang around the Black Panthers, hang around whoever willing to accept you as your own individual. But once they get to trying to own you, no, I'm my own man, blood. I ain't with all that goofy shit, you feel me? But I don't mind fellowshipping with anybody. But once you trying to own me, you can carry on with that. And the only group you got is your family, whether y'all tight or not. That's your group. And you better not never lose sight of that. That's the only group you got. It's the family you came from. You don't doubt that? You say my family ain't shit. Well, then you better recognize what the rest of the life gonna be to you. In that, you get my point. This real life, y'all better get real. Cryptomatic, I'ma block you in a minute. Do this retarded. Enjoy your day, Chillomatic. Like I said, I'm carry on with little kids. Y'all stupid. Enjoy your hardship, champ. Enjoy somebody exploiting your mind and dumbing you out. Now look at all y'all in these groups. Y'all look like dirty, dusty bums. Yeah, that part. Or like a fucking fool that's desperate to belong. Leader looking all good, y'all looking ashy. Worse than that, y'all ain't even part of no groups. Y'all just mouth. You get it? You a part of the FBA? No, you ain't. Ain't no FBA. Wait, what you a part of? Yeah, grown up online fronting like you down with the FBA, don't even know what the fuck that is, who the leader is, where was it started at. It's an online kid game. You FBA? You Pan-African? You don't know a goddamn Pan-African monkey. You don't know none of these niggas. And when none of these niggas pull up for you, they don't even know none of y'all exist. Y'all don't know each other. Y'all online grown playing games. Silas trying to break up our groups. What groups? Y'all are fucking pathetic. Are y'all serious? Black people become that dumb. An FBA is a real group. The Pan-African community is a real group. Really. That part. Y'all are dumb ass fools online fronting like y'all this thing or that thing. Y'all gonna wake up in the morning, put on y'all work clothes, and you gonna go to work as the individual that you are, and your group ain't gonna do nothing about you being a fucking slave. So why is y'all sitting here fronting? And so I'll say again, I deal with all y'all as individuals, because that's all y'all are. I'll walk up, slap the shit out you in front of the group you in, and they will all walk away from you. You your own person. You could play on that all you want. And no, I'm down with this. You ain't down with shit. They don't even know you exist. You heard that online, you repeating it, but like I said, you gonna wake up in the morning, be your own individual, go to work, go through your own struggles and hardship on your own. And so what's the point of having a group? You think that's what a group about? All the individuals suffering and struggling emotionally and mentally inside while having to pretend like they cool? Because that's not no group. Group supposed to know your pain. Say, nah, we all gonna ride this hardship you having out together. Y'all ain't a part of nothing like that. You ain't a part of nothing. They say, man, damn, you don't want to work. Well, we gonna see what we could do to like help you to like not have to do that. Well, you can earn a little income for yourself and ain't got to be like, if it's gonna kill you, maybe the next person it don't bother that much. So we just deal with whoever it bothers the most. You ain't a part of nothing like that. When? What groups like that? That part. Y'all on here exploiting y'all own damn self out for numbers. And this how Christianity lost its religion. It got so concerned with getting numbers, it didn't even give a fuck who was claiming it. And whole killers and shit and rapists claiming Christianity. Now what's Christianity? A lie system that don't even make sense and nobody even understand it. And this is what all y'all black groups is becoming. Y'all so desperate for numbers, y'all ain't even checking nobody credibility, nothing. A nigga could be a flip-flopping bitch and you ain't even checked just as long as a nigga pumping your shit. And that, you get my point? Who's the agent in the FBA? What y'all gonna say? Ain't none? How would you know? Who y'all checked? Who y'all checking? Last time I checked, anybody could stream FBA or any group they want. That part, y'all exploiting and selling y'all own selves out. And it just got to do with awareness. Ain't got no awareness. And that y'all do anything. And do anything and we serve this system. Because like I said, we all living in this reality TV show where we just fall into the roles. And so if your role have an early death, then you get my point. You just be dead early. Malcolm X just fell into a role. And I suppose his character had an early death, and so he did. And so it's the same with everybody else. And so you want to make sure you unwind out of Babylon at some point. And focus on becoming one with nature and becoming more aware. And you get my point? You'll find you a beautiful woman or a beautiful man, and y'all become one. That's the glories in life. And y'all separate and cut the rest of the world off because y'all don't need all that headache. When I say the rest of the world, I ain't talking about your family. I'm talking about the rest of the world. Because we be living out the whole world instead of our small little circle, which is all that matter. Trying to reach the whole world instead of your small little circle. You trying to impress the whole world instead of just your wife or your husband. And so you get my point. You know, to get everything together. He said, well, always remember you taught us the inner is a reflection of the outer and vice versa. That's a salam on that note. Be well.